should be good now. Hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on wood. And then we can get started continuing here our live stream, guys. I was excited, everything was going good, and then all of a sudden it just shut off all the way. Team, if you guys could get those likes up, I really appreciate it, team. While we wait for a couple more members to tune in. Yeah. And then we're gonna get started, guys. All right, team, welcome back. We're about to get started, guys. Let's get those likes up, team. Let's go. Let's get those likes up, team. As soon as we get those likes to 10 likes, then we're gonna get started here with the stream. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Let's go. We're gonna get started, guys, shortly in a second here, so just give me 1 second. Okay, I'm just gonna put it here. All right, guys, welcome back. Thank you so much, guys. Not sure what happened there. I'm just gonna update our stats here for the day. So we had beautiful week last week. So I'm just gonna put it here 0 for now. And yes, that should be good. Perfect. Everything else looks good here. Guys, we're at 4 likes. Let's get it to 10 likes, team. Thank you so much, guys, for being patient here. We are back, which is the most important thing. Let's go up to the monthly here. Let's just start off with gold. What are we looking at monthly here? We're looking at monthly so far. It's looking pretty bearish. So far, even the previous month looked bullish a little bit, engulfing over this candle here. The body did close a little bit above here. So we could see this monthly candle actually do switch bullish. Could be a possibility, maybe retesting these highs. That could be something that we may be looking at, but yeah, we kind of have to see what ends up happening overall. But the fact that this one engulfed it a little bit, we could see a potential push back up. That could be a possibility here for price. However, at this time, even just looking at the weekly looks bearish, monthly looks bearish. So definitely, like, I do think that shorter term right now, we may see a continuation to the downside here for gold. Believe it or not. So yeah, I mean, first targets would be these lows here, and then we can anticipate price to continue to go down further. If that's the case, then we can probably see gold come down there and potentially down to these lows over here. So these are kind of my target areas that I have here for gold. Obviously, you guys know I'll update you guys as we go, but let me just anchor the text here. And we're going to do our monthly analysis here on gold. So let's do our monthly analysis here. So far, monthly is looking bearish, okay? So monthly, I'm just going to write this down here. I always like to write down my notes here. So monthly, we are looking at bearish move. So bearish for monthly. Weekly, we are looking bearish as well, okay? Weekly bearish. Team, we're at 6 likes. Let's get it to 10 likes, team. Let's go. And then we're going to check daily and 4 hour. But for now, let's leave it like that. We should be good. Yeah, perfect. Okay, team, give me 1 second here. Welcome back to all our members too, guys. If it's your first time here, guys, welcome to the family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just going to take a look at gold here. We're doing our analysis here, our weekly analysis. So if we go to monthly, monthly looks bearish. Excuse me, weekly's looking bearish as well. Okay. Oh, let me just bring that back. Sorry, that got deleted there. And then if we look at the daily, daily looks like it's opening up here bearish as well, and then the 4 hour probably bearish as well. 4 hours looking pretty bearish, yeah. So pretty much all 4 bearish. We are pretty much on our way to the downside here. So bearish as well. 4 hour, we are looking at bearish continuation. Again, this could change, but this is just our focus right now. Okay. Let's go, team. I appreciate you guys. Hey, you know what? I'm not going to stop regardless of whatever happens, guys. You know what I mean? I'm here right with you guys every step of the way. Awesome, guys. As more and more of you guys join back in, thank you so much, guys, for your patience. So as we can see, overall gold. So if we see gold, we can see that we are still in this downwards momentum. It's not going to be as perfect if I draw it out like this or like this. It really just doesn't matter. The main idea here at this point for me that we just need to understand is that our overall sentiment is to the downside, okay? You can clearly see that we are in this kind of downwards trend, downwards channel, however you want to call it. We are looking for sells, okay? That's my only main focus right now. I'm not looking for buys at this very moment. Yes, although this does look pretty bullish, this bullish candle here, we are giving rejection at this level of structure here. It is a significant area because if we look at the past year, we touched this area multiple times to look support, 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 right? A little bit of resistance, and then support, support, and now it's retesting at resistance. So as a trader, I look at this, and this is how I start to understand the markets and what direction the markets could potentially be heading, okay? Are you guys understanding everything so far? Let me know. Let me know in the chat below if you guys are understanding everything so far. Knowing that, let's narrow that down to the smaller time frames and see what we could potentially catch here if it makes sense. If it makes sense, right? Because the price could do anything and then completely change. The 4 hour could change, the daily could change, right? But as of right now, the way I want to see it here is I'm going to be looking at potential sells below at least this low of the range here, okay? I'm not looking for sells anything below here. I mean, below here, I'm looking for sells, right? I'm not looking for buys anything below here. So I would say buy setups above this level structure, okay? Start looking for buys here for gold, or sell setups below this level structure, okay? Now this is, mind you, this is the 1 hour time frame, okay? And we are at a major resistance area. Our monthly's bearish, weekly's bearish, daily's bearish, 4 hours bearish. Okay, are you guys understanding everything so far? We got Nugent here, my man Nugent. Welcome back, my man. We got Azatu. Let's go, bro. Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much, guys. As you guys can see, I'm not giving up, guys. But geez, the internet, man. I'm not sure what's going on here with our major provider. They've been having massive outages recently, and it's gotten worse, and worse. Anyways, so this would be a 66 pip move, and then if we were to move to the upside here for gold, we've got nice clean traffic either way. So we've got clean traffic all the way up here. We'd be doing a similar move here of about 76 pips. So it's not too bad. We'll see what happens here for London. Like, it might just range in between here. You know what I mean? You could get into smaller time frames if you wanted to try and see if you can catch the moves back up. So you're kind of at the bottom, close to the bottom end of the range here. So shorter term, you could be looking at buys here for gold, like a nice quick scalp. So get into like the 5 minute, maybe target up here, 13 pips, maybe up here, 32 pips. But again, like, what are the chances of it going up? You know, it really depends. Like, shorter term, they're pretty high, but we don't know up to if it's going to reject here. That's 13 pips, right? So you just got to know your risk. How much are you risking if you were to buy from here? Well, if you were to do it here, you're risking 10 pips. So that's not too bad. I mean, right? It's up to you how you feel, whatever you feel comfortable. It is 11 p.m., so I don't really want to... I would have liked to take some sort of trade, but I don't want to really rush into things, right? That's not the point. You guys know. I just want to focus on A+ setups here. We don't want to be just getting in trades. Dixie overall, what's Dixie telling us here? Dixie's pulling back slowly. We could see Dixie continue to go. It's got lots of room to the upside here, guys. Believe it or not. Let's look back. Let's clear everything off. If we look here on the 4-hour time frame, guys, we got clean traffic. We've got a nice upwards momentum. I think we may have one more leg to the upside, which is what's making me feel bearish about gold. So that's what I'm saying. We may see gold give us a break here, and if it breaks down below this low, we may see gold give us an even more extensive pullback for the week ahead. If that is the case, we could see a nice capitulation to the downside of over 190 pips for gold all the way down, and I just think that that's really the area that I'm looking at here for gold. I'm not really looking for gold buys just yet. We could be shifting in some sort of a sideways range, but as of right now, this is kind of what I'm anticipating for gold, guys. Okay. And welcome to all the new members as well too, guys. If it's your first time here, guys, let me know in the chat below where you're joining in from, guys, what country you're joining in. Welcome to the family, guys. Trust me, if you're new, don't be shy. Comment below. Also, guys, if you guys are looking for a broker and you're in the States as well too, guys, I highly recommend EURUSD, guys. I haven't had any issues with them. They're pretty good. There's a sign-up bonus with my link as well. And if you guys want to join in my inner circle, guys, the link is right here to join in as well. Let's take a look here. Yeah, exactly, Nugent. That's a good point. So exactly. So between 52 and 54, we could see that if we do end up going on to the upside option, you know how I targeted this area here, we could see that's a pretty strong supply area. So we could see a nice continuation to the downside. As long, you know, it's kind of, as long as we get a nice rejection from that area. It's kind of funny because this kind of looks like it's a repeated pattern here. So if you guys see here, price was going down, came back up, right? Gave a huge bullish candle, and then look, came, retested this area, failed, retested this area, failed, and then look what it's doing here. Bullish, strong momentum, came to this area of resistance, failed, came back up, resistance, failed. So could it come back up, maybe create a wick, and then continue to go down further for London? Possibly. And then that's what I'm saying, is that we could see potential short opportunities. But if it does want to go a little bit more extensive and pull back all the way, it will definitely pull back to a beautiful level of supply, which will give us the nice push to the downside as well. Let's move on to EURUSD in the meantime. EURUSD, we had a beautiful move to the upside. This was a beautiful trade, by the way. Let's clear everything off here, and let's see where we could see EURUSD. If we go to EURUSD and we look at the monthly, okay. Number one thing I really want to point out here is we are in this downwards momentum on the monthly. So we are still in this downwards trend. That's the overall sentiment so far. And in the last few months, we've been kind of struggling to break above this area. So this current monthly looks very undecided. It still looks bullish, like it's still bullish, like it's still blue, but it's still undecided. So there's a lot of indecision here on the monthly. Weekly looks bearish, okay. So it could be either one or two things. Either this candle is going to actually start flip and actually go bullish, or it's probably going to break back in this week. So we'll see what ends up happening here for the euro dollar. If that is the case, even here on the daily is looking bearish. So, and we actually did close in back into this area. So I think we may see it come back down here, but again, we got to work with what we have. And just overall, what we're seeing here is We are, even though we did break bullish here, we still are in this downwards momentum. So if you look at this area here, okay, if you look here, previous level support, resistance here, it's just a complex pullback, right, for a continuation to the downside. So price, yeah, pulled back once, failed, pulled back twice, failed, and then now it could just kind of do something like this and just continue to create that new lower low, and continue kind of this downwards momentum. And then on the higher time frames, this is just all it is, just a fake out. Right? See the fake out right there, and then we're at a major resistance area on the monthly. Right? So this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at here, team. Let's go. What do we got here? We got XAUUSD, US 30. US 30, let's take a look here. Monthly, what are we looking at? So the monthly it's looking pretty bearish so far. Weekly is probably bearish. Yeah, look at this, previous week was super bearish, so now it's just pulling back. But so it's, this weekly is bullish right now, but if we go down to the daily, we may see it still come back up to these highs or even a little bit higher. We are still in this upwards kind of momentum, so we do got to keep that in mind. We've broken well above that area. We closed below. Could we see it maybe pull back down? Could be a possibility. It'll be short term for sure. Maybe pull back down to these lows and then continue to go higher. Yeah, that's what I could see here. Yeah, I think it's just pulling back here, and this was nice. I think sells we were looking at, potential sells. I didn't take any trades on US 30 last week, but I kind of was looking at potential sells. I think this was the NFP news. Team, we got 21 members. Can we get it? Let's get it to at least 20 likes, team. Let's get it to 20 likes. If you enjoy these live streams, guys, and you want me to continue to do them, make sure you guys smash that like button for me. I really do appreciate it, guys. It does support the channel. So yeah, make sure you guys smash that like button. Let's get it to 20 likes, team. Let me just, I gotta update something here on our Telegram. We've got 23 members here live with us, guys. Let's go. We've got 14 likes. You guys are awesome, man. Let's get those likes up. Let's get them up. Let's pump those likes up, team. I know we are capable. We're a solid team, guys. Let's get those likes up. It does support the channel. You have no idea how much it supports the channel, guys. So let's get it up to 20. It doesn't cost you anything, guys. Got Deepak, EURUSD. My man, we were just looking at EURUSD. So overall EURUSD. If we look here for EURUSD, one second here as this loads. Okay, so EURUSD. Looking at EURUSD for potential sells from here, like we're looking at potential sells. I'll tell you why. Because if we look at the daily, okay, we had a short little breakout here. Okay, we had a short little breakout, but I think it's going to pull back down to this area. If it rejects this area, then we look for potential buys. But as of right now, we're looking short term. We're definitely looking for shorts. So weekly, daily looks bearish, weekly looks bearish, and then monthly's undecided, but we're at a major monthly resistance, right? So in my eyes, basically right now, we're definitely looking for short opportunities here on EURUSD. No buy opportunities just yet, but overall longer term, definitely looking for buy opportunities for EURUSD. just something to keep in mind, okay, team? Something to keep in mind. We were in this downwards momentum. We had a beautiful push up. Could it be pulling back and then continuing? Possibly, but again, that's what I said. I'm not gonna look for buys just yet. So I'd like to buy at a lower price here, right? So I would say let's just focus and see what happens. Now we could set our targets here and say, okay, well, we go down to the 1 hour. Okay, we can see we're holding support here. So this is an area of interest for me. Area high here on the 1 hour time frame. So if we do close below this area here, even on the 1 hour time frame or the 30-minute, now we're looking for potential sell opportunities, right? We did, funny enough, it did actually close here on the 30-minute. But we broke back in, we closed back in. So that's kind of pointless. So we closed back in, and then at this point, yeah. So at this point, we're still kind of undecided what direction. If we break back up, we're at the bottom end of this range, break back up to the highs of the range. Or if we break below, I would say I'd like to see a candle closure below this low here, for sure, now. Yeah, and then we could see a nice clean continuation, but I'd like to see a candle closure, and then we can kind of target below 40 pips. And then we may be looking at buys if we were to, yeah, for sure. See, so we'd be looking at buys above this area. So I'd be looking at buys above this area, and I would target kind of this area up here. So we got, what do we got? Yeah, so we would have a much larger move to the upside. About 105 pips. But what direction are we still going? We're still in the downwards momentum. Yes, it's still here, but still hasn't broken above. This is just a it's a complex pullback, like I like to say. So it's a more of a complex pullback. It's still rejecting this area here, and it hasn't broken above it. If it's broken above here, then I'm definitely not looking for sells. We'd be looking at potential buys. Team, we're at 15 likes. Let's get it to 20 likes, team. Let's go. We got 22 members here. Azaru, last week I lost 5.2%. I hope that I can recover some losses. You will, my man. You will. Don't worry. But just don't focus so much on your losses. Just don't dwell on them. Because then you're gonna hopefully try and recover them, and then that's not the right mindset you want to be in. We got Mario. Do you analyze NAS? Yeah, I can take a look at NAS, my man.